Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. Game 1 here in the month of May between the Chicago Cubs and the Pittsburgh Pirates. The Pirates have rattled off 16 straight wins. Will they make it 17? Find out next. Joe Wiggins, a Texas-born left-hander, gets the starting nod. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, in a day and age where we don't see very many complete games, 6 really good innings in his last start to pick up the win, and I think they'll be happy if he can duplicate that again in this one.
And it's fouled away.
First pitch, 136.
The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
This batter's got to be in his head right here. This is where you need to regroup. Fastball in, now changeup down and away. This is the cat and mouse that I love about the game.
And he looks at a ball, 1-2. 65 degrees our temperature here at first pitch. Fouled off. The next 1-2 pitch. A bouncer up the middle. Fielded cleanly. And he will whip this one over to first in time for the out. With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. Mark DeRosa, what's the key in avoiding the sweep?
You know, Matty, I took a look at this lineup today and getting a chance to talk to some of the guys around the cage. One thing that they preached to me was the fact that they were dead last in the league in grounding into double plays, and well aware of the fact that they don't shoot themselves in the foot. They give themselves a chance when they're putting guys on base to drive in runs and not get that 2-for-1 sale. Look at him jump all over that first pitch, using aggression to get himself a knock through the right side.
So next up will be Freddie Freeman. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. And guys, as we take a look at the Pirates coming into this afternoon, all you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. I mean, just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year. You get this hot. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun watch.
Swing and a flare down the line. And that's in there. Base hit.
Hey, a little top-of-the-order lightning right here, Dan. The second and third guys in the batting order throw knocks out there, and now you're staring a monster in the face.
Zero, this is just what you don't want to face as a pitcher, right? You get the 2 or 3 hole guys up, and all of a sudden now it's 4, 5, and 6 going to have to get through the meat of this tough batting order.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ, as he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
Oh, this is what you get fired up for right here. Hard fastball against a power hitter. I know he was late right there, but he comes back. This one might.
Strike 3 called, and now he's 1 out away from getting out of it.
Big strikeout for the second out there, but he's not out of it yet. We'll see if he can feed off that K, wiggle out the jam, and keep this game tied.
So now to the plate, Ernie Banks. As he'll take a look at ball 1. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. High in the air out to center field. And the inning will end as they're unable to cash in with 2 outs. So they get to him for a couple of hits in the inning here, but they've got nothing to show for it. A 0 for the Cubs to start. The Pirates coming to bat. You're watching MLB Network. Christy Mathewson, a right-hander from the Keystone State, gets the ball as the starter in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, man, this is one of the game's all-time best pitchers. Over 300 career wins, and he's been doing his thing for a long time. It'll be interesting to see if he can continue that solid work in this one today, Matt.
Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon. It was another loss for them last time out, and that makes them 2-8 over their last 10 games.
Yeah, man, things haven't gone too well so far in this series, D-Row. They're looking to avoid the sweep here in this one.
Yeah, they got to get off in the early innings. It's going to be monumental if they can push a few runs across and give this pitcher a chance to relax. When I broke into the league, not many guys were throwing that elevated fastball with that much velocity on it. The game has changed.
Ball even at 2-2. Line shot to first, and there's one away. Now a moment here at PNC to take a look at the Pirates lineup card in this one. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, I'll keep an eye on the leadoff guy and see what he can do in this one. He's got over 15 runs batted in his last 10 games. Like, that's some kind of a stretch. These opposing pitchers have to figure out a way to keep the guys off base in front of him, or he's going to make it really tough for them.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Squared that one up just a little late. And that misses 2-1. Mathewson was born in the state of Pennsylvania. He's a veteran of 19 seasons at the major league level, which is something you don't see very often.
Yeah, he has, Matty, an incredible career, and he's getting into parts unknown as far as seasons played in the 18 years in the big leagues. You'd be hard-pressed to find just your average generic player. When you start hanging around for that long, you're talking the likes of Mickey Mantle, Andy Pettit, Mike Schmidt, guys along that lines that have stayed in the game 18 years and produced.
Wanted to get the front door curveball on the inside corner there, but it backed up a little and stayed off the corner.
Now a swing and a fly ball. And no one will track it down. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Strike 3 called. Nasty screwball there for out number 2.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
Next up, Roberto Clemente. Throw cleanly into first, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Pirates. We are still scoreless. Second inning set to go, and into bat next it'll be Alex Dickerson. First pitch on the way. Hit hard on the ground to second. Scooped up. Throw is in time for the first out of the second.
Time for a look at the Buccos on D. And guys, you want to talk about taking care of the baseball, doing what's right, playing fundamentally sound. This team has the fewest errors in the league. Not only do they make the routine plays, but they'll make the spectacular ones as well. Can't be understated the importance of what they're bringing to the table on the defensive side. Check that out too.
Sent on the ground out to second, and that's through for a hit.
Batting in, the designated hitter, Marcus.
To the plate now, Marcus Semien. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Shot back up the middle. In there, a base hit. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double.
As As we take a look at the replay here, you can see that it was a hanging changeup. Nice job of staying back on it, and he's able to tattoo it for a double. And you know, if that pitch would have supplied more velocity, it might have been out of here. He hit it right on the screws.
Into the box now, David Bodie. He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. He'll check in with an average still south of 230. 1 home run and 5 driven in. Set to deliver the 0-1.
That's outside.
Contreras, the runner at third. Simeon is over at second with 1 down in the inning. High and deep down the left field line. And foul. Foul ball.
He's certainly pushing the throttle and pulling it with those 4 pitches. Statistics class tells me I'm sitting fast.
Swing and a miss as he ran that 2-seamer right by him for the second out.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
At the plate now, Ryan Sandberg, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. Behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. No score here as we play inning number 2. And that misses 2-2.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
Fouled away. The 2-2. And a foul pop behind the plate. Brummett is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Cubs strand a couple. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd. No score.
Just bounce it in. Everybody when they come, I'm announcing it. I'm always gonna get it. I'm always gonna get it. Even if...
And now in the box, Christian Murray. Now here's the first offering.
Christian Murray.
Ball, that's just out.
The 1-0.
That's ball 2.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
Turned on, but that's ripped foul down the 3rd baseline. A 3-1 count to the left fielder of the Bucks. Terry Mooney will be next. Swing and a screamer, but this one's not going to stay fair.
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
And there's 1 down now.
Batting fifth, the shortstop.
Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up defensively. In the outfield, Jason Hayward, elite defender. takes amazing routes to the ball, unbelievable arm, a guy you need playing defense for.
At the ball.
Terry Mooney comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Lays off the fastball away, and it's 2-0. Mooney is one of the few true superstar hitters in the game. You're no doubt aware of it, but it doesn't matter who he's facing. He's a major league threat to hit the ball hard somewhere just about every time he steps into the box.
Yeah, one of the best hitters and truly blessed by the gods, but I don't think people realize the amount of time and effort this guy has put into honing his craft to become one of the great hitters in our sport.
Next, it'll be Brian Brummett. 2 hits in 8 tries for the series. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Bottom of the second here with no score. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Hey, I love the aggressive nature this guy's pitching with. He's got focus. He's commanding the fastball, really being aggressive right now. A lot different than his last start where he took a loss and seemed timid and scared to attack the zone.
The 1-2. Nasty breaking ball swung on in the dirt. Contreras finds it. Throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Pirates, who move to the 3rd with no score. Now it'll be Jason Hayward, singled in his last at-bat. First pitch on the way. Check swing called strike, 0-1.
Hey, make no mistake about it, this lineup's going to have to get going and get a little bit more aggressive. This guy's pounding the zone.
And he fouls this one off. Oh, and 2, here it comes. Grounded up the first baseline, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. And with one away, let's give you a look at the standings in the NL Central entering play as you see where these two teams sit in relation to one another. Striding in is Freddie Freeman, who collected a base hit his first time up. And the pitch. No balls and 1 strike. One and one, the count to the Cubs' first baseman.
1-1.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Hey guys, he's not known for being a singles hitter right here, but that's his 2nd knock of the game.
And I'm sure he'll take him, but the guys on the other side of the scorecard might be thinking we really avoided a worse fate. Stepping in now, Ian Happ, as he swings and grounds it toward the hole. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
And from the list of stats you never want to hear if you're a pitcher, we have this. It's only the 3rd inning, and he's already allowed more hits than he did in his entire last outing.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Standing in now, Ernie Banks. Base hit into right center. Freeman rounds the corner and is headed home. And a relay home. And he will beat the tag. Safe at the plate.
You simply cannot offer up a pitch like this to a hitter of this guy's magnitude, especially with runners on the bags. He makes a living off frozen ropes to the outfield like this, and that one drives in a pair.
And that'll bring up the big bat of Alex Dickerson. Strike one to start the at-bat. Line drive to center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out.
Now batting, the catcher, Wilson.
Next to hit will be Wilson Contreras. Runner in scoring position with Sugan. First pitch on its way, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating and feeling really good about his fastball. Two back-to-back.
Rips this one to first. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. The relay on the second, but he's in safely as a run will score on the play as well.
Man, this is just not what he had in mind when the skipper gave him the ball in this one. He's given up 8 hits, and we're not even out of the third inning. He's getting exposed a little bit here.
In now, Marcus Semien, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. And it's fouled away. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way.
I got to count 1 and 2.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Still a ball and 2 strikes. 3 runs already home here. Fouled off. Here's another 1-2. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. Hot shot on the ground is short. He's got it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors and a man left on. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Cubs 3 and the Pirates nothing. At the plate now is Ivan Delgado, 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it.
Well executed 2-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Into the box, Tyler Wiggins, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Ball. 2 balls and no strikes.
The offense better get it going right here, because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
3-0 now.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
Popped him up. Contreras has a play. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Batting ninth, the first baseman, Bart Wiggins.
Digging in next, Bart Wiggins. He had a homer in the ballgame yesterday afternoon. As he sends it on the ground to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Pirates. They trail in this one 3-0. And welcome back to Pittsburgh as we check in on the field with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And he was very pleased with how little they're swinging and missing right now. We looked into the numbers, and as a team, they've had a contact rate of over 85% in this game, meaning that when they swing the bat, they're missing the ball less than 15% of the time. To put that into context, the very best teams in baseball usually are right around 80% for an entire season. So at least for today, they're displaying an amazing ability to put wood to ball.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. He'll put it away without much trouble, and the leadoff man is retired here in the fourth.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
So now to the plate, Ryne Sandberg. High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. Gone! A solo shot here to left. Home run number 3 here in the early going. And with it, the Cubs have moved out in front now 4-0.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go. Here's the Pirates skipper up out of the dugout now on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for the bullpen, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll exit here this afternoon to a smattering of boos after what can be described as really a subpar performance. Michael Feliz answers the call from the pen here in the fourth, as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. So that'll bring up Jason Hayward, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Feliz is pretty much a manager's dream coming out of the bullpen. High strikeouts, doesn't walk a lot of batters, usually a recipe for a lot of success.
That's one of the keys. I think if you were to build a perfect relief pitcher, you'd want a guy that throws a lot of strikes, that minimizes the base on balls, and nobody does it as good as this guy does right now in the game of baseball.
So with his day over now, you get a look at the final pitching line for the Pittsburgh starter, and he'll likely do his best to forget about today.
Yeah, nothing seemed in sync for him out there in this one, Matt. He just couldn't get the ball where he wanted to, and the opponents really took advantage of that. That's a brutal feeling sitting in the dugout. Know that you disappointed your team and you went out there and laid an egg.
1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. Bottom of the fourth coming up. It's now 4-0 Chicago. So the Pirates batting order turns over and set to go. Christian Brummett back to the top of the lineup, as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
And this will find the wall deep in the corner. Throwing to second, not in time, and he's in there with a double.
No doubt about it. He was looking fastball all the way there, and that's exactly what he got. Got the barrel out front and just blasted it down the line for an extra base hit. Nobody out, runner in scoring position. Great opportunity here.
At At the plate now, Randy Wiggins.
Ball one, no
As the
strike.
first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball one. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1. From the belt, kicks and deals.
2 balls, 1 strike.
I don't blame him for not coming over the hard of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. And prior to the 2-2, he'll step out of the box and ask for time. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The 2-2 one more time.
Full count, 3-2.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
And the payoff pitch. Right down Main Street, caught him looking.
Man, they've really had his number so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
Stepping in now, Roberto Clemente. As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there, it's strike 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Laid off the bender there, but it's in for a called strike. Brummett leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. And that one yanked just foul. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Strike 3 called. Nasty screwball there for out number 2.
Now, after back-to-back strikeouts, he's got a real good chance of making that leadoff double pretty much meaningless. He's made some good pitches, and these hitters have really failed driving him in or at least getting him over.
To the plate now, Christian Murray will swing and lift a ball fouled off to the left and out of play. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here comes the 0-1. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike.
Got to believe you're going to get some tough pitches in this count with the base open at first. This is where you have to regroup and find a way to get a good pitch to drive in that run.
And this one's in the dirt. And he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors so far for the Pirates. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball. Fouled away. Another 2-2 offering. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 1 left for Pittsburgh. They trail here 4-0. So here's the cleanup hitter, Ian Happ, in his career versus this pitcher. An impressive 4 for 7 as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. Comes set and the 0-1. Rip. Oh, it's off the third base bag. Reined in.
The batter, the shortstop, Ernie Banks.
Into the box now, Ernie Banks, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first down.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
As he will take strike one on the fastball here, no balls and a strike.
Can't come out of his game plan right here. He knows he's a known sinker baller. I know it was a four-seamer right there, but get back to that two-seam. It's what his MO is.
Line drive base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the one-out single.
Hey, not a bad pitch right there. Off-speed pitch down in the zone. Thought he would set that up pretty well. The previous pitch was a real good fastball up.
Yeah, I think the hitter was sitting all over that one, Dan. I really do. He saw that fastball up for show. I think he thought to himself, here comes the off-speed.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Set to deliver the 0-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Right fielder giving chase. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. And the run will score on the sacrifice fly, so it's now a 5-0 game. Next up, Marcus Semien. He bounced out last time up. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Dickerson leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run for Chicago. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Cubs 5 and the Pirates 0. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to catch up with manager Derek Shelton during the commercial break about the Pirates offense. And he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. They've only managed 1 base runner in this game, so it's easy to see why he said they haven't shown much fight today. He's hoping to see someone step up and find a way to get something going, though. This game isn't out of hand, so it remains to be seen if they can snap out of this funk and climb back into this one.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. And he'll try to get him to chase the fastball there, but he lays off. 1-2.
Well, I'll tell you, he's not hitting over 300 by luck. He really knows the strike zone and his own strengths. That last take is a great example.
Slow little roller to third. Oh, the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first.
Boy, this is an absolute gift to them, especially when they've had so much trouble getting anybody on base. So now the leadoff hitter is aboard and might be looking to run. They've got to do whatever they can to get some offense going.
Standing in now, Brian Brummett, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control. 0-2.
Not a spot you'd expect a curveball. He's lucky he missed because that's the kind of pitch that gets hit out of the ballpark.
In tight there as he's got to turn out of the way of that one. Swung on in the dirt, and that's a strikeout.
I think that's one of the toughest calls for an umpire to make. The check swing appeal, hitters rarely feel like they went, and I don't think he likes getting rung up there by the first base umpire. But looking at it, it's hard to say for sure that he didn't go around.
As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. swing and a softly hit ground ball. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Ball 2.
2 strikes.
Now a move over to first,
Hey, TJ.
and he's back easily. Runners off for second. 2-2 pitch is fouled away. They'll try it again from first. They'll staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. 2-2 one more time. Pitch outside, the throw. Not in time. He's in there at second.
You don't see that very often against this guy. This guy has one of the best arms in the game, but still a successful steal of second base.
Set. Here's the 3-2. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? And what's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
So now to the plate, Tyler Wiggins, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. Swing and a ground ball to third. He's right there. Throw on to first, and they'll escape the danger created by the error. The inning is over. Pirates leave 1. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. So now here is David Bodie. Flew out last time up. First offering on its way. The swing and hit a pop to the right side of the infield. And there's out number 1.
Every pitcher loves to get quick outs, right? How about that? 1 pitch, 1 out, a pop-up to start the inning.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go. Ryan Sandberg has got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Yeah, Matt, going back to that last at-bat when he hit the homer, that was a fastball that was up in the zone. This guy likes the ball up in the zone, so if I'm on the mound right now, I'm thinking try to keep the ball at the knees and below. He doesn't handle that low pitch quite as well.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there, a little bit too far out in front. Gotta find a way to keep his hands back.
Here's the 0-2. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
Boy, he sped him up in this at-bat. Now it's time for the changeup. This guy's got a good one, and he hasn't thrown it yet in this at-bat.
Outside, that's the ball.
Good plate discipline to lay off the slider that time, and he draws even at 2-2. And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 6th inning. 2 away now for the Cubs in the 6th, and that'll bring up the multi-gold glover Jason Hayward. Now the first pitch. Down the third baseline. Scooped up. Throw on to first. Gets him, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. But they hold a 5-0 lead.
Tell me what you want, what you really want.
So now to the plate, Bart Wiggins will start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
Yeah, I think if I'm the hitting coach right here, Matty, I'm telling the offense to get aggressive. Just seems like we've been going too deep in counts, and this guy has got exploding stuff on the mound. So I would tell them get overly aggressive on a heater in the middle of the plate early.
A count of 1-1 to the Pirates' first baseman. And he fouls this one off. Again, another foul ball. Here he comes again, 1-2. And it's fouled away. The next 1-2 pitch. Fouled off. Again, a 1-2.
That's a ball.
Right guy, right spot. This is one of the better hitters in their lineup. Just the guy they want to see coming up now to get this inning going.
And it's 3-2 now to the number 9 hitter.
No pitcher likes to take the count to 3-2, especially when you throw a non-competitive pitch like that on 2-2. That one wasn't even close.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And this one scoots all the way to the wall. And the Pirates have something going to start the inning. He's in there with 3 bases.
This guy smokes this thing, hustling all the way around the third. So far, they posted nothing but zeros in this one, but he stands 90 feet away now, and they should be able to push him across.
At the plate, Christian Brummett, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. On a grade school swing there, it's 1-1.
You see that swing right there? You know what that tells me, boys? That this pitcher is doing his job right here. But also, the offense is obviously not picking anything up today.
And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. And this is swung on and missed, and boy, they took care of a key man there. 1 away. Up next, Randy Wiggins. He went down looking in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
The 0-1 pitch. Well outside with the curveball for a ball.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
First pitch coming, here it is. Roberto Clemente is in for the 3rd time as he swings and misses at that one. It's 0-1.
You see there, the pitch count is up to 88. And at this point in the game, that's a good place to be. So I think we'll see him stay out there for at least a little while longer.
Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count and the pitch. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. 1 left for Pittsburgh. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. He's looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. He's set. Here it comes. Hit sharply toward the right side. So he'll add 1 to his total as that falls in. He's got 3 hits in this one. With that, the Cubs get their leadoff man aboard. Absolutely scorched that base hit.
Worthy of some show track love, and as you see it, it came off the bat at 110 miles an hour. That's definitely squaring a ball up.
Take the middle. 3.
this game, you always try to find a way to be hopeful. They win the first game of a new month and are now looking to keep it rolling the rest of the way.
A one-run finish today, 5-4 the final score. Chicago led this game from the third inning on and never wavered. Christy Mathewson earns the win, his second, picking up 11 strikeouts along the way.
Inside the Show. And now your host, Justin Allegri.
It's Monday morning and welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL Central, the Cubs had 12 hits as a team as they defeated the Pirates at PNC Park 5-4. In the standings, the Pirates sit in first place in the National League's Central Division, while the Cubs are third in the division. The Brew Crew broke up their 7-game losing skid as they beat the Royals in Kauffman Stadium 6-2. At the start of the day, the Royals are in fourth place in the AL Central, while the Brewers are in last place in the NL Central. The St. Louis Cardinals stopped their 6-game losing streak as they grabbed the win against the visiting Reds 2-1. As of today, the Cardinals are in fourth place in the NL Central, while the Reds are second in the division. The Philadelphia Phillies went deep 4 times as they manhandled the Marlins 12-0. Heading into the day, the Marlins are in third place in the NL East, while the Phillies are third in the division. Dave Parker had a great day driving in 5 on 3 hits, helping lead the Nationals to victory against the Giants 8-7. He is currently among the NL leaders in batting average. Entering the day's action, the Nationals are in last place in the NL East, and the Giants are in third place in the NL West. The Mets got 12 hits in this one as they got a road win against Arizona 8-2. As of right now, the Diamondbacks are in last place in the NL West, and the Mets sit in second place in the National League East Division. Today, the Rockies sit in second place in the National League West Division, while the Dodgers